What up, fellas? This is Slothboy494 here, and I'm reporting for duty. It's been some time since I've used Lara as an avatar for one of my commentaries, hasn't it? Well, she's back today, and I'm commentating on a guy named WarCorp666, an obvious MRA. He did a response to Lacey Green's video on feminism in horror films. Now, the first thing I want to say before I start the comm is that I'm not going to be speaking directly about men's rights in this video. If you want my actual opinion on men's rights, I have a video that goes into detail about that, which I've linked in the description. So now that we're all locked and loaded, let's watch.
So, anyway, feminism in horror.
Oh, hi, babes. Okay, I know it's not Halloween yet.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me. You're one of those fuckheads who, instead of using a video downloader, just plays the video in the background? You realize that video downloaders are free, right? There's literally a website called savefrom.net where you can save YouTube videos onto your computer. Here, I'll leave a link in the description for you.
Halloweeny, so here I am. I'm a condom angel because, you know, condoms save lives. I also thought it'd be very fitting because all those sex questions y'all sent me ages ago are now being answered on the field. It's a new show with astronauts wanted and I wanted and a bunch of...
I don't really know if I trust sex opinions by A, a feminist, B, a fucking condom angel, C, some dumb fucking four-eyed fake-titted twat.
Well, she knows way more about sex than you know about anything. And you're ugly as fuck, so I wouldn't worry about getting laid or anything like that if I was you.
Other awesome YouTube ladies are on it, so you should all check it out.
I'd probably rather have my goddamn dick licked by a blue whale than check that shit out.
Are you gonna do anything besides be a nitpicky douchebag? I'm waiting for you to say something intelligent, but being that you're drinking a beer in the midst of this, I'm not gonna hold my breath on it.
I'm not sure if I've ever told you that I'm a really big fan of horror. Like, it's kind of a problem. I just think it's such an interesting genre. It provides this unique look into what people's anxieties and fears are all throughout film history. So today I'm going to talk about 3 months
Get
babes.
to the point!
She's doing that right now, you dumbass motherfucker! How about you actually listen to her instead of acting like you're being held at gunpoint to watch this?
60s, and they all have kind of feminist-y themes. The Shining is obviously about like a haunted hotel, bloody twins, and creepy old/young lady, but the plot also centers on an
No, that's kind of not what it's about.
abusive relationship. Part of what's...
There is no abusive relationship in The Shining. You can make the argument in Krubek's version a little bit, but not in the book. The Shining is about a hotel that possesses Jack Torrance, so he goes from being a loving husband who did have rage issues to a fucking lunatic. Jack sacrifices himself to save his... spoiler. What? Oh, God. Did you go to the Anita Sarkeesian School of Reviewing Shit, Lacey?
You literally just said that Jack had rage issues and later turned psychotic. One could argue that, yes, those are the telltale signs of an abusive relationship. And since Lacey is probably talking about the movie since more people have seen that, it's more evident that Jack was a huge dick to his wife in the events of the movie, despite sacrificing himself to save her.
To me, the hotel itself is a metaphor for the trapped, isolated feelings of being in an abusive relationship.
What movie did we watch? Did we watch both Shinings? Did you just pick the Lifetime version of The Shining?
Holy fucking shit, were you listening? She said that to her. The hotel was a metaphor that being in an abusive relationship can make you feel trapped in your own personal hell. And since you yourself said that there's malevolent spirits in the hotel, that could represent the feeling of thinking everyone is out to get you. You legit just proved her point further.
Hotel and Jack's abuse are Wendy's own personal prison. Stephen King...
No, they're not! No, they're not!
King has actually criticized Stanley Kubrick for Wendy's on-screen character. He said she's one of the most misogynistic characters ever put on film. She's basically just there to scream and be stupid, and that's not the woman that I wrote about. A lot of...
King has criticized that version of the that movie since it came out. He even went and produced his own version of Shining, which, by the way, sucked ass. It starred that cocksucker from fucking Wings. He has always hated that version. And granted, it does stray very far from the book. Oh, by the way, just point of fact, King fucked his own version's ending up. It's just, God, King's hated that for years.
You're a special brand of fucktard, aren't you? If you were even paying attention, which it evidently is the contrary, Lacey said that Stephen King criticized Wendy for being a weak and shallow character that was only meant to scream and be stupid. And Lacey then went on to say that Wendy was nothing like King described her as, thus, in her mind, negating his critique. Also, let her finish talking, you shitbag!
Film critics also agree that Wendy's really unpalatable, and I even read a few people who said they were rooting for Jack to kill her. What? Yeah, she screams a lot, but screaming doesn't make you stupid.
No, being stupid does. And if you look at Jack Nicholson's and Shelley Duvall's careers after The Shining, Jack is still Oscar-worthy, and Shelley Duvall can't get booked at a local playhouse. Why? Well, on the Shining DVD, check out a documentary that's on there. It's a behind-the-scenes look. And you will see Shelley Duvall being the most unprofessional fucking bitch. Why Kruick didn't fire her, I don't know. It's really easy for her to act stupid. Why? Because she is fucking stupid.
Yeah, I just have one thing to say. What the fuck does this add to the video?
Carrie is another favorite of mine. Again, we have an abusive relationship, this time between a girl and her religiously fanatical mother. Her mom abuses her for becoming interested in boys and getting her period. In the famous locker scene, Carrie's schoolmates...
Yes, but her mom is supposed to be the villain.
Which was what she is driving at, you fucking idiot! And look at that, another argument you added onto. You're bad at this!
Also humiliate her for starting her period. But then, Carrie rises up and she exacts her revenge using her newfound powers of womanhood. Stephen King's...
She didn't use her newfound powers of womanhood, you dumb, stupid, four-eyed fucking silicone bitch! Jesus Christ, I'm not sure who's being punished more by this video, me or your damn push-up bra. She uses her powers of telekinesis to kill everyone.
Yes, she does. And you know what killing everyone is? A form of revenge. And if Lacey's really wearing a push-up bra, I think you're punishing me because I want to see some of that. Fucking selfish thing, bastard.
Said Carrie is largely about how women find their own channels of power, but also what men fear about women's sexuality. The book is, in its more adult implications, an uneasy masculine shrinking from a future of female equality. So King...
You do know that when King wrote Danse Macabre, he was high as a kite and drunk as shit. You do know that.
It doesn't matter. When writing a book or doing any other form of entertainment, what matters in the end is what the audience thinks. And if that's what she interprets the book as, then let it be.
Carrie is also a tale of women fearing each other's strengths. Notice that it's all women who are Carrie's main nemesis. Every single one of them tries to change who she is, except for one woman. And probably not coincidentally, she's the only one who survives at the end. Lastly is Rosemary's Baby in 1968. Rosemary's Baby is arguably Roman Polanski's greatest masterpiece, which is painfully ironic because he pled guilty to drugging and raping a 13-year-old and then fled for asylum in France. In the story, unbeknownst to Rosemary, her husband and their neighbors arrange for her to be raped and to carry Satan's child. And while her world starts going awry after all of this happens, she's made to believe that she's the one going crazy. Rosemary's Baby remains a relevant metaphor for the slow erosion of reproductive rights that are happening in the US right now. But instead of...
I haven't watched the movie Rosemary's Baby. I did read a good chunk of the book, and again, Lacey, no.
Wait, you've only read a chunk of the book, not all of it. Not even seen the movie, and yet you still say she's wrong. Christ in hell, you're a frustrating sack of shit.
It can't be! As Rosemary's body becomes a vessel for everyone else's use, you're reminded of how your own choices are slowly being taken away as well. So in these stories, all the protagonists are white ladies, and this also sort of illustrates some of the representation problems that have plagued film history.
Oh, yes, because every single movie must represent the lesbian Eskimo population. That is an argument that I am so fucking sick and tired of. That, oh, well, your movie has a white male lead. Well, yeah, that's who I cast. It was the best actor I could get. Well, why can't you? Yeah, fuck you. Why in the fuck should writers of movies or books or television shows be forced to fucking make sure they get every single goddamn demographic and every single goddamn group of people represented in a movie? That isn't fucking reality.
She never fucking said that directors need to appeal to every demographic. She said that all the protagonists being white women had something to do with non-white women being pushed to the wayside. No. You know what? I'm not showing the rest of his fucking point because he just goes on a completely unrelated tangent.
Hold nearly as much, and that is compounded for women who are not white. Something to keep in mind. All right, babes, if you have any...
And maybe it's because women suck at acting?
Kate Beckinsale, Julie Andrews, Scarlett Johansson, fucking Meryl Streep. There, you suck. Now go die in a hole. And I'm ending it there since nothing really happens. Yeah, I really don't have to explain what's wrong with this video, do I? Nah, I really don't. Final thoughts? I swear it's a total coincidence that I commented on an MRA right after a rant on men's rights. Anyways, thanks for watching. Sloth Boy over and out.